Page of Pentacles. There's something new, this new idea, this new project, this new business that is going to be successful. You're happy to put in the work of it. It's going to require a lot of your focus, but they're saying you've learned to work smarter, not harder. So even though you're putting your focus into something new, there's going to be more than enough energy to complete this thing, because you figured out how to do it in the most efficient way. You figured out exactly what your perfect customer is. You figured out exactly what your clients really need. You figured out what will work in this business, and because of that attention to detail, you're going to get a high return for very little effort on your part. Crossing that, we got the wheel. It's time. The wheel is turned in your favor. You gone through the lessons of being at the bottom of the wheel, and now destiny, fate has stepped in. This is meant to be, and it can't be stopped. So enjoy the ride. Like, there's momentum that has built and built and built, and now Spirit is saying you're free just to slide with glee down this massive hill that once it's taken off, it's just going to launch. For the past energy, we got 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There was a coming together with a group of people from your past, or simply you coming together within self. It feels like a reminiscing energy of looking back at the way things used to be, and only taking the best parts of it and leaving the memories that don't feel so good in the past. It just is a releasing. It feels also of connections that felt like entanglements. In the immediate future, we got 10 of Wands. The burdens are over. You've reached the end of this destination. There is nowhere else to go but to just drop and rebuild. And there's no heaviness in this. There is no, it's just this awareness that time is over. That there's only forward growth from here. You may find that your memories get wiped. Like, I don't mean to sound that in a weird, creepy way, but you may find that you can't even access burdens of the past in the near future, that it's going to be so compartmentalized that it's like it never even happened. But that, when I say that, it's not because you're denying anything. It's not because you're not wanting to see. It's because there's nothing for you to see. Focus, we got Queen of Pentacles. This came out in reverse. So it's Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's telling me that you understand Queen of Pentacles energy comes with it a level of responsibility, and that there's an aspect of you that just wants to play, and that she wants you to play with intention. She wants you to use your thoughts, use your words to create for yourself. And that you're going to, she's pointing out, you're going to be in your head anyways. We might as well make it worth our effort. We might as well get compensated for being in our head. We might as well use our imagination to build the dream. Underlying, we got the Empress in reverse, Sun at the bottom of the deck. You're creating your own happiness. You're bringing your happiness into this present moment. The subconscious, for a long time, wanted you to believe that your fulfillment, your bliss, was in the hands of someone else. It was in something that you needed to achieve or acquire, something that required you to prove your worth or work hard. And the default subconscious that you're supposed to have is, you're the Empress, here to birth whatever makes you happy onto this experience. And now that that pathway is opened up, I feel everything is just going to get brighter and more colorful and just warm and fuzzy in your life, because there's no longer that subconscious programming telling you otherwise. You're viewing yourself as Page of Cups in reverse, the Moon at the bottom of the deck. You're seeing the ways in which you may daydream. You identify that a lot of the things sometimes feel like pipe dreams. And you're also identifying the parts where you limit yourself, as you're seeing, oh, those are illusions too. That the daydreams could be perceived as illusion, but make sure you're also perceiving the fears as the illusions that they are as well. And which energy is more powerful? Up until a certain point, it was the fear energy. Now there's this shift of the playful Page of Cups energy. This childlike spirit is way more powerful than fear ever could be. Surrounding you, we got the Hermit in reverse and the Devil. Coming out of this dark period of going within and bringing forth the light that you found, there's always going to be the devil. The devil is going to be the thing that holds you back. The devil is going to be the voice that makes you doubt, that makes you worry, that makes you think about the what ifs. It's old habits that they just can't come with you. And so as you come out of hermit mode, Spirit wants you to leave behind the devil energy, those obsessions, those addictions, that overthinking that you were shown in the dark. Like you know what this double energy is for you. It could be something more tangible, like overeating, shopping. There's some sort of lacking accountability in your day-to-day life that you're well aware that if you got that thing in check, things would shift for you. And in your surrounding, it's like that devil energy is just holding open the door. They're showing me in this shift, you have this whole vast timelines opening up for you to go down in this new vibration, and the devil energy is standing there holding the door open, like, or we could go back here. You know what's back here. No, it's not the best, but it's comfortable and it's known. And so they're really wanting you to be aware of your surroundings, of the bright vibrations that you're participating in, and staying in the timeline of what you truly want. And what you truly want, we got King of Cups, the World, Knight of Cups. Um, Being loved on all levels. Um, having your surrounding be this protective bubble of love, rooted and grounded and connected, and it's just this feeling of smooth sailing. um, it's really romanticizing your everyday life. Your surrounding, if you can overcome that devil energy, is that door gets closed for good. In closing that door, they're showing like you, when you're talking with that double energy, there's like half the doors and half the doors. And when you close the door for that devil energy, it's like it opens up, all these other ones turn to light as well. That there's so much more potential that you're not going to be able to view until you come out of that hermit mode. And what you're going to be able to see is all this additional love that you didn't know was there and available to you. Hopes and fears, we've got the Five of Pentacles. It's a little bit of concern about the past repeating itself, where you're feeling left out in the cold, you're feeling on your own, or there's like this setback that you're not going to be able to overcome. The sun is coming out at the bottom of the deck again. There's nothing to fear. You have the key to your own happiness. When you were feeling locked out of situations, it was because it's not where you were supposed to be. So there's no reason to fear being left out of a place that you were never going to grow in. Outcome, we've got Seven of Wands. You're going to be in a position where people are saying, how come? That's not fair. How come she gets that? There's going to be this sense of people vying for your position, and your responsibility is to protect yourself. And by protection, it's not, they're not showing me defending yourself. It's not showing you as um, justifying where you're at. It's just you holding your knowing. It's just you grounding into what has led you thus far, and that in doing that, your life will be the protection. That who you are will act as a buffer to anything or anyone that tries to come in and pull you back down to a lower level. Okay. What do we want to clarify? You got a head start. You're working on something new. It's in the details. You figured out how to work smarter, not harder, and you're going to be you're going to be seeing the results of those smart decisions. You're going to be seeing that your ability to really get into the details and understand what it is that people truly want and need. um, it's going to hit in all the right places, they're saying. Nine of Cups, this is wish fulfillment. And they're saying this is wish this is wish fulfillment for you and them. That you getting your wish is somebody else's wish. That in witnessing you getting your wish, the Fool at the bottom of the deck, that your willingness to take a leap forward is going to inspire someone else to take a leap forward and pursue their wish fulfillment. Clarifying the wheel, we've got 10 of Cups. This is true happiness. This is happy home, happy family. This is feeling connected and everybody's on the same team. There's no competition, and it just feels like everybody is free to be themselves. They're saying you made it so. This is an energy of, if you build it, they will come. So yes, it is fate and destiny, but fate and destiny were able to unfold because you gave it the container, the environment to do so. Clarifying Three of Cups, we got the Seven of Cups. In the past, you felt like there was a lot of options. There were times where you didn't really trust yourself, that having had um, what you thought was the wrong pick, the wrong decision, it left you temporarily in this time of not really being sure about what people that you wanted to connect with. And Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck with this is saying you've gone through that transition period, that you now can trust your intuition, and that the people that are meant for you, they're going to show up in a Page of Cups energy. The ones that um, still know how to have fun, the ones that are not afraid to be seen and who they really are. These are people that have given up performance. Clarifying the Ten of Wands, the dropping of burdens, is the Tower in reverse. Um, the Tower, it feels like, one moment. They're showing me that the world is upside down, that the Tower, it didn't shake you, it caused you to see things from the other side, from the other perspective. And that when you were able to view both sides, there was this release of burdens about what fell apart. That's for the incoming. So there may be this sudden change, and it doesn't shake you, it just gives you a different view. And the releasing of your burdens, they're showing Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck again, is what keeps the wheel turning. It, they're saying you lived for the towers. There was a part of you that felt very comfortable in the chaos, and that in the near future there's going to be a tower that the past version of you, they're saying, would have just eaten up, meaning you would have allowed yourself to get totally engrossed in it. You would have fed it and made it bigger by talking about it over and over to others. And it's, this one isn't going to phase you. It's just, you're going to feel this sense of, yep, this, it is. You're just letting things, you're going to let things be. You're recognizing that you didn't really ever have control in the first place. Clarifying Queen of Cups, we got the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. A Knight of Cups is an energy that it's coming towards you with romantic feelings. Sometimes they may not disclose those feelings, but their intentions are good. Queen of Pentacles is saying they want you to put the Queen of Swords like in the back seat, and they want you to let this Knight of Cups energy speak. Queen of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. They're, oh, okay. I hear it. They're saying one way to embody the Queen of Pentacles energy is to make sure that you are allowing space for love. That your Queen of Swords energy oftentimes would it put your emotions, it locks them away and just deals with the facts, the rules, the everyday life of things, and that they're wanting you to make space for loving energy. In that you could have all the money in the world, but until you actually are able to freely exchange love, you'll forever be poor. And that letting this love in is the pinnacle that opens the door to so much more. Clarifying the Empress, we got the High Priestess. She came out flip-flopped. You were not believing in the messages that you were receiving before. And it's the subconscious mind. Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It was trying to balance the programming that was running with this contradicting information from spirit that was coming in. And the two of them felt like they were constantly pushing against one another. And that's what was blocking your ability to create. That the High Priestess is now coming through in a steady stream to you. And within that stream, within that flow, you're going to be able to create. And whenever you feel like your creations are slowing, it's because the subconscious was starting to slip back into programming and not the High Priestess. That you were listening to older scripts and not the latest scripts that the High Priestess wants you to know. Clarifying Page of Cups, we got Nine of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Sun. They're saying they don't know the half of you. People have no clue what your Nine of Wands is. They're saying you wear it well. And you're using all of the Nine of Wands energy, needing to defend and put boundaries around yourself, needing to learn to persevere and to be patient. And you're putting that energy into Eight of Pentacles, into your work, into building, and it's leading to your happiness. You're so happy to be doing whatever it is that you're working on, that there's this disconnect from the concept of it being successful, in that you're successful just because you're doing it, because you have so much fun while doing it. And it's such a contrast to the Nine of Wands energy, where you're feeling like life was really a battle and that things were against you. And now you're working with totally different energy. You're working with this spiritual team on your side, and they're able to come through and work with you because you know how to establish the boundaries. and that instead of using boundaries to defend against others, you're using boundaries to defend your own happiness. Clarifying the Hermit in reverse, and that devil energy is Four of Cups. The devil is going to try to use boredom. The devil is going to try to make you feel kind of meh, like unmotivated, in hopes that you don't bring this light forward to be seen. Clarifying this solid whole love around you, we got the Empress and the Lovers. This is you coming together with somebody else to create. This could be literally like creating a child with somebody else, or you're creating um, you're creating something magical with a partner. But this partner cannot find you in hermit mode. You have to be able to, you have to be seen in your light in order to create with somebody else. Clarifying Five of Pentacles, we got the Wheel again. It's like they're saying, hopes and fears. They're saying you're going to get whatever you're going to get, whatever you hope and fear for. So focus on the hope. Death at the bottom of the deck. Laying to rest the concept of loss. You've experienced enough loss to know that eventually there comes a point where you welcome the loss. You're maybe not happy for the loss, but you're accepting of it. And Wheel of Fortune coming in this position is saying you're making your own fate. You're making your own destiny by deciding it so, by thinking it so, by speaking it into existence. So don't speak into existence a return of loss. Clarifying the Seven of Wands, that protection card, people vying for your position. We've got the Hermit again. This time it's upright. If at any time you're feeling the need to defend yourself, you know that you do that not by going outward, but by going inward and reactivating those energetic boundaries that you have in place, reconnecting to the light, retrieving whatever information that you feel like you may have missed that allowed you to feel off kilter. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Whenever you're feeling the need to defend yourself, they're wanting you to go back in and tap back into that plan. And that plan, Knight of Pentacles, is slow and consistent movement forward. You put in the work, but you never overwork. And that's something that they're saying, that's the thing that people get upset about, that you may be defending yourself about, is they're going to look at your life and they're going to say, well, she's not working hard. It's not fair that they're working so much harder and you have more. And you don't need to defend that. You don't need to justify it or explain to anyone that you're just going within and tapping into the light that's here for you. That concept is something that it can't be taught to someone. It's something that they have to experience for themselves. Final messages, we got Four of Pentacles and a Knight of Swords. The time of sleepless nights and worry are done. Four of Pentacles, yes, they don't want you to hold on or to hoard as a means of safety, but they're saying you're never going to be back at that level again. That you have more than enough, and that you will always have exactly what you need. That the Nine of Swords energy is based in illusion as well. The Nine of Swords has you thinking that you're all alone and that you have to figure things out. And it is in that darkness that you tap into this energy that's guiding you. And so even when darkness arrives, because there will be seasons of darkness, it's you see it for what it really is. You see that it's not the whole picture, and that there's always a flip side to it, and that is your safety net, is your ability to see both the light and the dark, and you're not going to get caught up in the webs of darkness again.